Hi, everybody. Welcome. So glad to have you all joining us today.
Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
We're going to wait a little bit just to see how many people we have. Give people a little bit to join before we start.
Yeah.
Yeah, please introduce yourselves in the chat while we're waiting. My name is Tamara. I'm an educator here at the Museum of Life and Science.
Your name?
And I will let my friends introduce themselves. Hi, Alex.
Yeah. What's my name? Do you know? Do you know what my name is? Is it Jennifer? My name is Jennifer, and I am also an educator at the Museum of Life and Science.
And this is our dad named Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy's our prince.
Daddy is our.
Oh.
And we are,
Hi, Frankie and Ty.
So can you tell them your name?
my name is Evie.
Yeah, your name is Evie.
We have Evie. Hi. Hi, everybody.
You are Jennifer.
I am Jennifer, and you are Evie, and that's our friend Tamara.
And you are good at smashing.
I'm good at smashing.
Mhm.
You're pretty good at smashing, too.
Yeah, I'm great at putting. I'm great at smelling flowers.
Oh, you are great at
Hi.
smelling flowers.
Oh, we have Friday and Magnolia and Eli that have joined us. So we have quite a few people. Evie and Jennifer, do you want to tell all of our friends what we have today for doing our activity? And Evie, do you remember what our activity is called?
Evie, do you remember what our activity is for today? What are we doing? You know?
Smash.
We're smashing things tomorrow. So today, are we painting? Are we painting with our nature items that we found?
Mhm.
Yeah, we're just gonna, we might need to smash them to get some of the color out, right? Yeah, so if you're working along with us, you can go ahead and start getting your station set up. If you weren't able to find any materials or you're just watching right now, you could always do this again later when the video becomes available. But so we have our station set up where.
I can know what grass we could use.
Yeah,
I
okay.
got some in my collection.
You go get it for me real quick. So we have a tray set up, and I put down some aluminum foil first.
I found a leaf.
Yeah, thank you. 1 second, okay? I put down some aluminum foil first just because I think it's an easy way of cleaning up. But can you tell us some of the items that you have that you're going to try and make paint from today? What did you find maybe outside or in your kitchen?
Go ahead and put it in the chat to let us know what you all have. While,
I was going to ask, what were some of the things, did you go outside or did you only find stuff in your kitchen today?
Yeah, so today I just did stuff from my kitchen, and I had some flowers as well that I had gotten earlier in the week, and so I was able to use that. We have some people with blueberries, so that's pretty great. Those are beautiful color.
Evie, what are some of the things that we found? Yeah, what are these?
Ooh, some dandelions and roses. There's some purple flowers and green leaves. Evie, what are you using?
What are some of the things that we found for today?
I'm using some leaf.
Ooh, we found some leaves. Yeah, we found lots of stuff outside and in our kitchen, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we found some grass too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Evie, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to pick which one we want to try and get our color out of first. Do you want to pick one of your items to try and see how we can get some color out of it? You want to do, what color is that? Green. Should we put some more green on here?
Yeah.
You want to try the yellow too? We can do the yellow at the same time. You can do one color, you can do multiple colors, whatever you think is fun.
What about another one?
You want to do another one? What if we pull this one apart to see what happens? Should we do that then? Ooh.
Now
Yeah, I think It's really great to pull them apart like that. It helps break them down already, and it gives a lot of textile touching and being able to use other senses.
Yeah, and
Really
like
great.
fine motor skills of being able like to pull and pluck everything apart.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's try this green too.
Okay, let's try these.
Oh, I think this is going to be really, really interesting.
Oh, we have, and some of our friends are doing some really interesting ones too. Beet leaves and squash blossoms, some yellow leaves they found outside. Oh,
Yeah.
This looks like a hat.
Oh, it does. But we're going to put that back down, right? Perfect. Okay, so once you have your items down, you can either take a piece of paper or we are just using paper towels and we're going to put it on top, right? Is this what we do?
Mommy, I can put this right on here.
Okay. So can you, Evie, can you tell me what the rule is? So we're going to use a rubber mallet, but can you tell everybody what our special rule is when we use our mallet? Do you remember? What do you remember about where our fingers have to be? What do you remember about where our fingers have to be when we're hammering?
Stay right on here.
Yeah, we keep them over here. So the one hand that we're not using, we make sure it's not in there, right? So we don't accidentally get our fingers.
Yeah, and I put this right on here.
Yep, go do it really quick.
so along with the hammer, we recommend a mortar and pestle and anything else that's good at grinding up these materials. They can also, especially if they have tough skin on the outside of them, like tomatoes or something, you might be able to get some of your pigments out that way instead of the hammer.
Okay, so I'm going to move my hands, and Evie, are you going to try and hammer? Yeah. Ooh. Nice work. Do you want me to try? Okay, let's see. Is it kind of loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like loud? Okay, should we pull it up and see what color we made? What color's on the paper towel?
Green.
We got some
Ooh.
green. What other color?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Look at this map.
Yeah, so you can kind of see on our paper towel, we smashed some green and we smashed some yellow. Tamara, what is one of the ones that you made? What color did you make when you tried?
Yeah, so I saw your green on there. I also found one with, or made one with green. I actually used a different material than grass. Does anybody know what this how I might have made this one? There might be some little bits on it too.
Her green.
Yeah, it's a little different.
I don't know.
Oh, spinach is a good guess. I did find it in my refrigerator. It was actually broccoli, so not too far from spinach. I think spinach would make an excellent green color, though.
You want to try? Ooh, so we are adding more green to our pile. Do you want to do any other colors? What other color would you like to add? Maybe, can we try one of these? A leaf? Ooh, I like that. What if we do one of those? Yeah, should we try it again? All right, you want to go? Ready? Ooh, nice work.
Yeah, Evie, I like how you're keeping your hands on the mallet instead of on the ground beside it. It's a good way to protect your hands.
You want to try? Here, let me do. I'm going to turn it around so you can get these corners.
While they're smashing, I have another one that we may be able to guess. I also used paper and paper towels. So this one actually came out on paper towels. And I got an orange color. Does anybody have a guess for how I got my orange color? This one might be a little easier. This is a couple things it could be. But I have even left over some pieces of carrots on there. Carrots made an excellent orange color for me.
Tamara used carrots on hers. Okay, do you want to see what colors we made? Should we pick it up? Whoa, should we turn around and show everybody?
Oh, wow, that looks great. Those are some great colors. And it seems like what did you have that made the darker purple color?
Ooh, what made this color? That right there. You want to show everybody what made that color? We had a blackberry make that
That's
really
great.
color.
It's nasty.
And then our light purple color was actually a cherry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the nice things about this activity, I think, is that you don't always know what those colors are going to come out like. So asking questions and making guesses and hypotheses is a great part of this activity that starts even when they're young, of guessing orange or red or dark purple or blue. There's also some of the fruit and vegetables with the harder skins you think may come out darker but don't actually. So there's a lot of experimentation in this, along with all the like fun smashing and pulling things apart.
Yeah, here, put it anywhere you want. And the other thing that's really interesting is if you use materials that are slightly acidic. So we have an orange that we're going to try too. The acidity within the orange can actually alter the color of some of the other pigments that you have, which is pretty cool to see. So there's lots of experimentation that you could do with a ton of different items that you can find in your kitchen and outdoors. All right, you ready to smash again? Whoa! Look at that. It's already coming through. Do you want to try some more? Oh, that's a good one. Should we pick it up?
Ooh.
What do you think, Evie? What color's that one?
What is that?
What is that? What made that color?
Pink.
Yeah.
And we didn't smash the orange.
We didn't smash the orange, but so we made this pink color even though we used red strawberries. So that's a really great example of what you were just talking about, Tamara, that sometimes we have different items that are different colors.
That one or that one or that one.
Ooh, we can do it again. But when we actually extract some of the pigment out of them, we see that the color is maybe a lighter color than what the color of the fruit or the flower is.
Look,
Nice.
Yeah.
look at this.
I see. Whoa.
What did we get? Oh, that looks great.
I know. I think this, Evie, look at now you have a bunch of flowers that have stuck to that one. Yeah, I think it looks really good.
Let's take these off.
Huh?
Let's take this off.
Oh, you want to pick them off? We can pick them off.
Pick them off.
So another thing too is sometimes it's just hard. We talked about using a mortar and pestle. If you don't have that, friends, the other thing you can always do is like with some of these rose petals, I just break them apart and then I just kind of smash them into the paper to see what kind of color I can get out. And I can get a really light pink kind of orange color when I break them apart myself. So if you don't have, can we smash again? Yes, we can smash again. The other fun thing is we just kept using the same piece of paper over and over again, but I love what Tamara did where she did a different item on each piece of paper so you can kind of keep track and see, whereas ours just turns into like a really abstract looking piece of art. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think both ways is really beneficial and for different reasons. Having the one where you can actually see what each one that you used and what colors came out, and then that one that feels a little more like an abstract art piece. And what you were saying about the squishing of the petals and that, if you do that, you can be a little more precise. This was still with my hammer, but I made this picture of a butterfly. And so I used carrots, and then this was a sunflower in the middle. And I was able to make a little more of a picture, even though the abstract art is really cool as well.
So I'm glad you asked. Somebody said, Max just asked, what about the paintbrushes? Yeah, so we haven't actually gotten to it today, but what we did yesterday was as we were smashing stuff, some things they create a lot of juice or they're really pulpy, so they actually give you.
Look at the picture.
I know, I see, it looks so cool. You actually have some juice that you can paint with. You want to paint now? Here, there you go. So what you can do is you can use some of that, and you can actually paint with a lot of the items that you have if you have some paintbrushes too.
And we found that paper towels, especially for the painting part, do a better job picking up the color.
Yeah, they kind of act like watercolor paper to me, which kind of gives it a really fun texture. I would recommend just with the hammering to maybe like layer up 2 or 3 of them so you just don't rip through a single layer though.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Right.
Very cool.
Oh.
There's also, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Tamar.
I was just gonna say with the paintbrushes, we've also used even like you said, the watercolors. If you have any books with the paint where you can paint on them, it's the watercolor paper. You can even use those pictures that are already drawn and paint with the colors you came up with, the pigments, with your vegetable pigments or
let's show
plant
them.
pigments.
Yeah, so I'm going to show them what you're doing. So Evie just took a paintbrush and she just painted with the juice from the blackberries with these spots. So you can do some really fun painting with them too.
I'm painting.
Yeah, you are painting. You're painting with fruit.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Again, another great motor skill with using the paintbrushes.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mommy.
It's a good addition.
Pink.
Yeah.
It's, look, I paint right there.
Well, I think that's it for time today, everybody. We really hope that you had fun painting and smashing with us, and looking forward to seeing what you create and everything. This is a really fun activity that, like we said, Tamara used vegetables, and I didn't even try and use vegetables that were in my house. So you can do all sorts of stuff. Another great spot to start is also in your spice cabinet. So if you have like turmeric or mustard seed, things that are colored in there, you can always see what colors that they create as well.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us today. This was so much fun. Yes, I hope we get to see some of your creations.
Yeah. Can you tell everybody bye?
Bye.
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 It's good to see ya.